two cars in this comparison video, and that is the 2023 Range Rover Velar in the X Dynamic compared to the 2023 Range Rover Sport SE Dynamic. And we're going to be talking about some differences of these cars. Check out the interior real quick, and let's go ahead and show you guys this comparison. As mentioned, we're going to be talking about both these cars, and again, to my right is the 2023 Range Rover Sport SE Dynamic compared to the 2023 Range Rover Velar in the X Dynamic, and we're going to be talking about exteriors, interiors, and specs about both these cars. But before we do, there are two buttons we'd like you guys to push because it is not a sponsored video. So we really appreciate your guys' support. Tap that like button, subscribe to our channel here at Vagabond Builds. If you got something for us to email, here is our email below. Email us and we can talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Nilo, Jaguar, and Land Rover here at Rocklin, California for providing us both of these cars for this review. Now guys, stay tuned, keep watching. We're dropping those MSRP stickers for the exact package that these cars come with and the price tag on top. Now let's talk Range Rover comparison. So about the specs on both these cars. They are different. Now we are looking at the 2023 Range Rover Sport, and it comes with the 3.0 liter 6-cylinder turbocharged and supercharged engine, 395 horsepower with 406 pounds-feet of torque. 8-speed automatic transmission, comes with the all-wheel drive system, electric power assisted steering. A little bit about the MPGs, 18 city, 26 highway, and a 21 combined. If we come over to the Velar X Dynamic, we're looking at a 3.0 liter 6-cylinder MHEV, so it's a mild hybrid electric vehicle system, turbocharged, that gives forth 335 horsepower, 354 pounds-feet of torque. A little bit about the MPG is 20 city, 26 highway, and a 22 combined, everybody. So what do you guys think? I mean, smaller specs, same liter engine, you're just amping it up in the Sport. Let's go ahead and shut these hoods and talk differences. Even though both of these cars are completely different, the main differences from front end to front end, right off the bat, looking at the Velar, is no camera system, no fog lights, one less grille, and no headlight washers, and of course the different designs in headlights and grills and all that stuff. But if we come over to the Sport, we got the camera system, we have the fog light system, we got the headlight washers, and of course the headlights and the beautiful sleek or more sleek design in the Sport. If you ask me, I'm a fan of the Sport. The beautiful look on how sleek and slick this looks here on the front end, with the headlights looking different. We left the hazards going for you guys so you guys get an idea of how they look. The grille, the Land Rover emblem, beautiful. Headlight washers, that mid grille with the camera, bumper sensors integrated in the lower part grille there. Rose gold kind of look for that trim work and the cuts coming in, giving it more of that sporty, aggressive look. We come over to the Velar. Got a kind of a bigger headlight, same idea, I mean, the same design, just yet different shapes and sizes to the headlights coming into that fender. The grille is completely different, a whole lot more bigger grille with more, round, or let's say hexagon shapes, allowing more air to flow in there. No mid grille, lower grille, bumper sensors going across, our dynamic emblem with the cuts in the right and left. So still sporty. Just I would feel like the Range Rover Sport is just a little bit more sport / luxury look. Now coming over to the hoods. Let's talk hoods. On the Sport, you got an indentation comes up in the middle of the hood with a bezel, adding some character to the hood. Range Rover Velar, bezel, same exact kind of area or design idea with the indentation going down on the hood, all right? Wheels. Both wheels, same manufacturer, Pirelli Scorpions Zeros all-season tires. Just on the Sport, you got a 23-inch tire, and the size is 285 and 40 black gloss with an air suspension with adaptive dynamics. If we come over here, the size to the tires is 255/50 20-inch tires with a hyper silver with air ride adaptive suspension. Now, brake calibers. no Brembos on the Velars. If you come over to the Sport, you get the Brembo stamped, Land Rover stamped, the black gloss. So again, a whole lot more richer feel on the Sport. Fenders, you got that trim coming in from the fender over to the door. The Sport trim doesn't touch the door with that rose gold kind of adding from the front over to the fender and the hood. Side mirrors, automatic foldable side mirrors, blind spot assist with the integrated lighting. Again, more slick design on the Sport to where this kind of pops out more of a 3D look on the lighting system, all right? Camera system on the Sport as mentioned, no camera system on the Velar. If we go ahead and look at the doors we drop down, let's go ahead and open those. Kind of gives you more of a curved off look with some lines going through there to where this is kind of more of a pop 3D look on that lower side of that rocker panel area. Little minimalist look, deployable handles on both. So if I go ahead and lock these cars, these handles sit flush with the car. Now, the trim work. Want to mention to you guys the differences in trim work. Trim on that lower side windows, on the lower side area of the windows, comparing that to that new look of that Range Rover. I'm a huge fan of how they just kind of cleaned up that look. It is a beautiful look on that Range Rover Sport. And we also see it in like the P400 short wheelbases and things of that sort. Now you're gonna get some differences in the look and sizes. Let's talk sizes. So dimensions on the Velar are going to be 189 inches in length, 80 inches in width, and 66 inches in height with a ground clearance of about 8.4 inches. Now, if we come over to the Sport, it's gonna be a bit different. 16.3 feet long, 7 feet and 3 inches wide, and 5 feet and 9 inches tall with a ground clearance of about up to 11 inches. Now, those are the dimensions with regards to both cars. Of course, you're looking at a bigger car with the Range Rover Sport comparing to the Velar. Now let's talk rear ends. Tail lights completely different in the LED lighting, Sport emblem with the Range Rover going across. Up top, you got the dual fins. One of those fins typically would give you a live feed camera, which is an option that you can add. No live feed camera on both those fins, but you got the integrated brake light system in the spoiler with a windshield wiper that is tucked, of course, adding to that simple, more minimalist look. Coming down, got the camera system, and then the lower bumper cover with dual tip exhaust, bumper sensors, and the towing capacity, which is up to about 7,700 pounds of towing capacity. This exact car will do about 7,100 pounds. Now coming over to the Velar, different taillights coming in over from the quarter panel to the going across in that same trim over to the other side. Up top, you got one fin, spoiler with the integrated brake lighting, and a tucked away windshield wiper here. Dropping down, camera system is on the right or passenger side of that license plate, and that is pretty much the camera system. You get 3 different angles, and I'm going to show you that inside. We drop down to that lower bumper cover. Of course, the diffuser is slightly popping out, but bumper sensors integrated with the dual tip exhaust kind of curving off and finishing there. Now, let's go ahead and pop open these tailgates and talk cargo. For the Velar, the cargo capacity is 34.4 cubic feet with seats down is about 70 cubic feet of space, all right? Now, let's talk some interior look. Those back seats are 40, 20, 40. You can drop those seats down. Go ahead and show you guys. It's like that, and it kind of drops down from the trunk space over to the back bench. Some personal space here on the left. Your hooks there and a trunk cover. Under this mat, you got a full-size spare for the people who'd like to know if they have the spare tires. And this car itself can tow up to about 5,800 pounds on this Velar, which is pretty insane, I believe. Now, let's go ahead and close this. Cargo area for the Sport itself with the seats up is going to be about 32 cubic feet. With the seats down is up to about 55 cubic feet of space on the Sport, right? Now, this is a little bit different here because we don't have to manually drop these seats. We have the possibility of automatically drop in that seat by the button here. And I'll show you guys how that connects. It kind of flushes out with the cargo area. All right, and then you got a 12-volt outlet plug, LED lighting, a hook here, and then some more personal pocket space. On the left-hand side, hook, lighting with a little band to strap some stuff down. Let's go ahead and pop this and show you guys that full-size, same rim spare tire in that 23-inch spare. Now we're done with the cargo area. Let's go ahead and shut this tailgate. Now let's talk interiors. Inside of the 2023 Range Rover Sport, I would like to just tell you guys that there are similarities, but right off the bat, it's completely different. Now, yes, you got the same tech in the PV Pro systems, but again, it is pretty much completely a different car. Now, yes, screens are there. 13.1 inch compared to the Velar is a 10-inch screen. You got the dual climate controls in the center consoles, but they are completely different design. Dual knobs, your controls, wireless charging pad right here, engine start and stop, your shift lever can go through different modes. If you're going sand crawling on the snow, rock crawling on the sand, snow and things of that sort, hill decline assist. Cup holders, you can hide that cup holder tray, and you got USB-C, USB-A plug-in with some more cubby room down here, all right? Refrigerator system, you bring some chocolate, some drinks, you can cool that off. And up top, panoramic glass. This is something that is similar to that one, okay? I'll give it to you. There's similarity on the glass because it's a tilt, slide option panoramic glass over to the second row, and it's an electric controlled sun visor on both cars, all right? Now, no heads-up display on this exact Sport SE. There is a heads-up display on the X-Dynamic Velar. Steering wheels, similarities, pretty much almost the same steering, just different color. This is a dark garnet with the ebony color for anybody who'd like to know. Piano black trim going around with that kind of gray chrome look. Door panels come with that gray canvas, control units to your windows, your side mirrors, your up to 3 memory seating system, and your controls on the door panel. Meridian sound system in both. Control units for your windshield wipers and your lighting system, and the only button you have on the left side of this dashboard, the lower side of this dashboard, is that tailgate button. Full digital cluster, which is very different from the Velar, because the Velar comes half manual tachometers and partially digital, and I'll show you guys that later in the video. But overall, you're getting such a more richer feel inside the Sport. Okay, don't forget the bridge. Here's the bridge system with the USB-C plug-in. You got a dual glove compartment. Pull that back with the 12-volt outlet plug. The seats, plush, perforated leather look, electric controlled with illuminated door sill plates in that kind of brushed aluminum with Range Rover stamped. Now, let's go ahead and show you guys second row seating. But before we jump, let me just show you guys some quick cool things. Responsive touch sensitive system, wheel info, compass, weight sensing, driving style. Let's go back, show you guys again vehicle dimensions. You can check that out in meters or feet. Go back home, check your camera system. This is 360 camera system. You can get different angles. And then go back, and then let's show you guys how it looks with a full screen navigation. Beautiful look. Now let's jump over to the second row seating. Second row seating in the 2023 Sport. We left these seats down so you guys get an idea of how it looks with the 60%er. In order to put this seat up, you can control it from here, and you would just, oh, sorry, wrong way. Press that button once, it goes ahead, automatically picks it up for you, and then it kind of regulates itself. There you go. All right, now let's go ahead and jump inside the car. Armrest here with 2 buttons, personal pocket room, cup holders. The door panels, same look coming in over from the front to the back with the Meridian sound system, the canvas, and kind of that marbleized trim look coming together with that piano black colors. Now up top, oh, snap handle, dressed up, very nice and classy. Sun visors, I just wanted to mention, you can stop the sun visor up to here if you want, or like a partial cover on the sun visor. The glass comes all the way back, not feeling so claustrophobic back here. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, so you are clear on the legroom and the headroom right off the bat. Pockets for personal belongings, quad climate controls. You push and pull for your controls, and right under that are your USB-C plugins and a 12 volt, all right? Guys, let's go ahead and jump inside the Velar and now show you guys the differences. Sitting in the Velar, it's just a completely different feel from the seats over to the dashboard to the tech in the car. Now, yes, it's that PV Pro system, but a small 10-inch screen. You got a bigger screen for climate control. When in the Sport, it all comes one. That's pretty cool, I'd say. But the center console is different. Now, just total different car. Your cup holders, one here and one here with a little squared off cubby for personal belongings. Same shift knob, and your knobs are different here too, okay? A lot of differences inside these cars, all right? You can't control this seat automatically along with the passenger seat, but when you're coming into the car, the door sill plate is completely different with the R dynamic, and up top you get a Velar stamp. Check that out, very cool. But let's talk dashboard. Dashboard has that kind of leather wrap dashboard with that character or design coming in, not so boring. One glove compartment when the Sport had two. You got the piano black trim going across, and dashboard heads up display where the Sport didn't have that. Steering wheel is the same, again, just different colors with the paddle shifting and the controls for your windshield wipers and your lighting system. On the left-hand side of this electric steering column, you got one tailgate button and the lighting dimmable wheel for your dashboard. Remember I mentioned to you guys the partial manually wheels or tachometers, and then you got the other center which is digital. This is what I meant, completely different digital cluster and look. Door panel is completely different. Not even going to try to compare the door panel design, but the control units look slightly the same with regards to the buttons they're using. And for the memory seating, you get 3 memory seating options and your unlock and locking button with some personal space. Meridian sound system inside of this. Now, in between both seats, you have a dual lid center console with some cubby room. Opens up to your USB-C, USB-A plug-in, and that's a cap that is optional if you want to add in things like a 12 volt outlet plug-in. Up top, as mentioned, similar glass with the panoramic glass. The visor is electric controlled with tilt and slide option, and no live feed on this rear view mirror also. Now guys, we're pretty much done with the front side, all right? Now, let me know what you guys think. I know the price tags are gonna be different, but of course, people are looking for a bigger SUV or more of a luxurious SUV. You're thinking Sport. You wanna kinda tone it down, you're thinking Velar. Let's go ahead and show you guys the second row seating. Second row seating, we drop these seats so you guys get an idea of how it connects. And yes, it drops down what comes from the cargo area to the backrest of the bench. Manually pop those up. Car seat compatibility. Armrest with your cup holders. This back bench rest does allow you to control. Here, there's a button and you can decrease or increase that angle on that backrest, right? Let's go ahead and jump inside. Now it's going to be a little bit more tighter because, you know, the length of the car is shorter, but the leg clearance, you know, sitting up in the front, I had enough room. Maybe I would have dropped that seat back a little bit, but the leg clearance is there and the head clearance is completely there. So you don't gotta, you know, be scared about that. It's all there. Oh, snap handles. They are a little bit more cheaper feel inside the Velar with your LED lighting. In front of us, pocket room. In between the seats, heated here in the back with the 12 volt outlet. No USB-C plugins here. Back panel, same look coming over from the front to the back with some personal space there. That glass, of course, that visor can stop where you'd like it. Maybe you want to stop it halfway because the sun is bothering you here in the back and not in the front. That is also another option. All right, guys, now we're done. So as promised, here are the MSRP stickers. So here's the MSRP sticker to the Sport. So it comes exactly with what added options and all that good stuff and the price tag on top. And then here's the MSRP sticker to the Velar with its exact package and the price tag on top. We truly appreciate you guys watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Stay tuned, we have more cool things coming. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave in the comment section below. We'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible. Thanks guys, and God bless you.